Hello everyone, this is Zooc and today I'm bringing you a new drawing video. This one is going to be a pencil portrait of Melisandre, also known as the Red Woman from Game of Thrones. Thrones, that's right. Since the series is immensely popular and the lore is vast and very complex and the characters are numerous with very different backgrounds, there's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to be new to those of us that watch it. And for those of you that don't, it's not going to make a damn bit of difference because you really need to start at the beginning. The common theme of this show and this universe in general is that sometimes you just get fucking lost. Sometimes you just cannot keep track of who comes from where, what relationship they have with each other, when they're gonna die, and what their part in the whole plot is. It gets a bit confusing, rarely, but it happens. So anyway, Melisandre. She is a priestess of the Lord of Light, which is a deity that is not commonly worshipped in the land of Westeros, where most of the action happens. But it is very popular in the land of Essos, which is to the east of Westeros, separated by the narrow sea. So yeah, she is a priestess. She is also the right-hand woman of Stannis Baratheon, also a major character in the plot up until a certain point. And she is aiding him in his campaign to take over the Iron Throne. But that is only temporary. That relationship ends after a while. She is, in essence, an evil character. But she has moments when she shows a good side, moments when she shows kindness and, I guess, compassion. But most of the time, she is a seductress, a manipulator, not really a positive character. But regardless, it's been a while since I've done a female face. And this particular season of Game of Thrones, there was a big reveal about her. And you're going to probably caught on by now what I'm talking about here. She's basically wearing a disguise, as you will. Like, her look is deceiving. She's wearing this necklace with a pendant, and when she removes it, she turns into this very, very old hag that's probably centuries old, and that's basically her true face. The deal with female faces in general is that you really need a very soft hand, and this is something that I don't usually apply in most of my drawings because I draw ugly things with a lot of surfaces, a lot of different surfaces, a lot of contrast in them. And so it's just a different style of shading that I prefer myself. But once in a while, I have to get out of my comfort zone and do stuff that feels unnatural. And of course, a female face, it's very soft. It's very tricky in the end to get right because you have to keep yourself back from the amount of, or at least me, I have to keep myself back from the amount of shading that I want to put on, the amount of graphite that I would just want to lay on there full force. No, it has to be very tempered and it has to be very, very gradual. And there's the shades are dark only in certain areas, and you can't just go full on retard with that pencil because it'll just look off. There's a certain balance that I have to find with the female face where too much is too contrasty and it just looks off, and too little and too uniform, it just looks flat. And of course, I haven't yet perfected my ability when it comes to this, but I think I'm doing much better now than I was a few years ago when I attempted this sort of stuff and it wasn't really up to par. But regardless, this was a stream done in one try, basically 2 hours and 50 minutes, I think. And plenty of people showed up, obviously, because of the topic matter. And whenever you draw anything female, more people seem to take an interest in it, of course. And so I wanted to do half and half. Half the face being the young, attractive Melisandre, and half being her true form. Just for shits and giggles, really. But let's return to the actress and the character. She is played by a woman called Caris Van Houten, who is 40 years old, as I just found out. And for her age, well, she's maintaining herself quite well. She cleans up quite well. She is a Dutch actress, very popular in the Netherlands, a winner of 5 Golden Calves, whatever those are. Congratulations to her. Clearly she deserves it. And she played in a bunch of Dutch films and whatnot, so I guess she is not really big on the international scene, but she's definitely gonna be now after this role, because She wasn't very present in the initial first couple of seasons, but then she turned out more and more, and she strengthened her role in the entire show, and now is apparently quite a big deal since she brought back Jon Snow from the dead, as it turns out in the second episode. Oh, spoiler alert. Forgot about that one. But hey, if you haven't watched it in 1 week, then tough shit. I'm sorry. So yeah, it was a good exercise, I have to say. I used finger smudging, which is not really the smartest way to do it, but I'm quite pleased with how at least half of her face came out. The other half, the old part, was quite simple to get down. It is basically a series of creases, overlapping surfaces, just grooves and little hills, and it's really no big deal to draw like an old person's face. It's the smooth part that's tricky, the smooth part, because like you press down a little bit too hard in one spot and it looks like imperfection. It just looks like a zit or a stain. So you have to go back, erase that shit, put the whole layer on again and make sure it's absolutely uniform, smudge it in the right directions, and then, yeah, it finally ends up looking decent. But anyway, this was it, really. Half and half, the beautiful and the ugly. Melisandre, and oh yeah, if you didn't catch my tweet, today's stream is postponed for tomorrow, as I have to attend a friend's birthday, so there's no real time to do it today. But yeah, thanks for watching, please rate that shit, and I'll see you guys for my next one. Bye bye.